Hi, I'm Marci Degman, the Aspiring Gardener, and today we're going to talk about how to make potting soil for cactus plants. The main thing about a cactus is that it doesn't need nor like a lot of water. They store water up inside, and you want to have something that will dry out quickly when you do water it and remain really dry. On the other hand, they don't have a really big root system, so they need something they can really grab onto. So you don't want to just put them in sand, you want to make a mixture. The very best mixture for most any cactus plant is half potting soil and half sand. And you can just buy, they call it washed sand, in a bag, and that's what I've done because I don't generally have to use it a whole lot. So let's see, did I put my... You always want to have a garden knife. So what I'm going to do, since I'm working with this pot here, which I've chosen because it's basically clay-based, your terracotta, clay, anything that really can breathe, that moisture will evaporate out if you do put too much water, and you always want to have good drainage. I like to double it up with some rock in the bottom. That way, if I do overwater a little bit, I got that much more drainage. So I put some rock, any kind of rock, gravel, in the bottom just to give you that extra. If any water does stay in the pot, it'll trap down inside here and get away from the roots of the cactus. So what I do in a case like this is just use a measuring cup or whatever type of a container, you know, and you just use that, one part of this, one part of this. I'm going to take this 1 cup of sand. See, I think I'll start with 2 of each. And here's my handy 2-cup measuring cup. So I've got 2 cups of each, and just so that I can kind of mix as I go, I'll do this. Make sure it's mixed around real good. If you get it off by a little bit, it's not going to matter that much, but too much sand can actually pack down and become hard. So that's why you want to have both. I'm going to go ahead and put 1 more cup of each in here. Mix it around. Now, this isn't necessarily outgrowing its pot. This is probably a really good sized pot for this cactus, but just for the sake of showing you how, I wanted to go ahead and transplant it. So you can see they don't have a lot of root, so you don't need a really big pot. They don't really, you know, you can tell by the top, if this cactus starts getting so large that it's outgrowing the pot, and it's looking lopsided, that's when I'm going to want to maybe do something else. But for now, this pot, perfect. Now you want to make sure that you get the roots down in and keep the cactus above the soil level. You don't want to ever bury it, so I'm going to do this a little bit less than I would for another plant. And that's how you make potting soil for cactus plants.